Just found out today officially that starting this season, the NFL regular season is going to be moving to not the 16 games, it's moving to 17 game season. Now, on this show through the years, I've expressed a lot of opinions about how many games that should be played, and because there was always a threat for the last 10 years that the NFL wanted to go to as high as 18 games, which I was totally against from day one. And it's always gotten some pushback and never got to that point. And now we're getting 17. Now, the trade-off here is that we'll have one less preseason game, which I'm okay with. In fact, I've been one of those people saying that do you really need preseason? Honestly, I've been fighting with people in the media for a long time about the fact that preseason footballs is fake football, and it's some people, some of the NFL football diehards don't like my opinion on that, which is fine, but I feel like it's fake football. It doesn't count. Why would you put risk players that could get hurt? College football doesn't have a preseason, so why do the NFL need one? You can do that. You can find out who's good, who's not, who's good enough through your training camps. I don't know. That's just my opinion. There's people who agree with me on this topic, and there's people who disagree with me on this topic. So I do have, to be honest with you, I do have a mixed feelings on this move because again, 16 games, a lot of games. I think 17 games, it kind of waters it down a little bit. I was already kind of on the fence about them going to 7 teams in the playoff per conference, watering down in the league, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of my concerns. I'm a little more accepting of it only because of the fact that, yes, you lessen the preseason game. At least if you're going to take away a game, take away one meaningless game and throw in a meaningful game. I get that. I don't know. Maybe I'm softening my view on this situation, on this topic. Am I still going to watch the NFL? Yeah, of course. It doesn't really impact me. Them going to 17 games or whether or not or more or less doesn't impact me. I'm going to watch the game anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking more so the concern of the players and health and safety and all that stuff. And the numbers don't really bode well for the NFL in terms of, with CTE now we've been learning last decade or so and everything else. Like I said, you want to take all information and bring it in and hopefully it comes something positive out of it. But again, I will admit I've probably softened a little bit on this topic only because if you're going to add more games, at least make the games count. Don't have games that don't count that still risk your players getting hurt. At least they're playing games that count. So, yes, you take away one meaningless game, you throw in a meaningful game. Okay, I can somewhat live with that. I'm still not okay with playing more than 16 games because of the war down factor, because of health, whatever. But you know what? It is what it is. And not only that, I can't get mad because at the end of the day, all of this is collectively bargained. They all collectively bargained. It's the CBA. If the players have a problem with the way things are run, they need to speak up. They need to speak up against DeMaurice Smith. You know what I'm saying? So, again, it's not just the owners are saying, we're going to do this and that's final. This is all collectively bargained. So I can only get so mad. You know what I'm saying? So